Hello, one and all, and welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, I'm here to talk about Dustin Poirier heading into the future after his loss to Islam Makhachev, UFC 302. But before getting started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification to get all of this new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. UFC 302 is in the past right now. For Dustin Poirier, it does not mean just another UFC card passing. For us, the fans watching, it's just another UFC card passing. For the people that are invested, perhaps over-invested in their favorite athlete, if your favorite UFC fighter is Dustin Poirier, if you wanted the Diamond Poirier to win last night against Islam Makhachev, then you were disappointed, but not as disappointed as Dustin was, I assume, because for Dustin, last night's fight was a I don't want to say legacy defining. I believe the legacy cemented. There was nothing that could have happened last night that would have took anything away from Dustin Poirier. He could have got knocked out in the worst way ever, and it still wouldn't have took anything away from the Diamond's legacy. But I think in terms of title hopes, last night was, I don't want to say that was Dustin's last chance to capture a title. I do understand that I'm a bit over optimistic when I'm saying this, but I still cannot rule Dustin Poirier out of the equation. That's, of course, if he doesn't decide to retire, which I think Dustin is going to think hard about his future after UFC 302's main event. And him falling short once again to the top of that division. In all honesty, Khabib and Islam, that was, I don't want to say an identical fight, but more similar than not. It's obvious, and it has nothing, it's not personal against Dustin Poirier, but these guys are just dominant against anybody who stands in front of them in that lightweight division, whether it be Khabib in the past and now Islam Makhachev. So that being said, these guys are so dominant that it takes absolutely nothing away from Dustin Poirier. If this fight was to stay standing, if this was a boxing fight, the obvious winner would be Dustin Poirier. Unfortunately for Dustin Poirier, and this is not to be sarcastic, but this is mixed martial arts. In the world of mixed martial arts, you have various weapons that you can use. And taking down your opponent and submitting your opponent is definitely not only within your range of skills that you can utilize, but it's perhaps the most effective. It's certainly been the most effective style as of late, especially if we're talking about the lightweight division in the UFC. First championed by Khabib Nurmagomedov, and now championed by Islam Makhachev, pound for pound, best fighter on the planet. Like I said, it's just the sheer power of Islam. I believe it's not just Dustin. Anybody that would stand in front of Islam inside of that octagon in that 155 division, they're probably in for the same sword type of ending. And I wonder what happens for Poirier heading into the future. Was UFC 302 his last fight? I'm very interested to see what happens for Dustin Poirier next. But I would hate for the Diamond to stay to the point of to the point where he reaches the point of diminishing returns. I don't want to see Dustin start racking up the losses. Me personally, I don't think there was much to fight for. Unless you can convince Max Holloway to give you a title shot for that BMF title, one last shot for a title before you actually retire. That's the only possible fight that I can think that Poirier can have in the near future. But in terms of working his way back up to the top of the division, it's going to take a while if it was to happen. And as long as Islam's the champion, I think Dustin can pretty much kiss that title goodbye. Forever, that is. I'm very interested to see what Dustin's decision is in the near future regarding his future. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments and subscribe for more.